let's take you to Gauteng now, because Finance MEC, I beg your pardon, in Gauteng, Lebogang Maile, is currently giving a briefing in response to the latest audit outcomes from the Auditor General. That briefing has begun. Let's listen in.
West Rand District Municipality, Sidibeng District Municipality, and Lesedi local municipalities have maintained unqualified audits with some findings. The city of Tshwane, which maintained unqualified audits with the findings for the first 3 years under review, received an adverse opinion in the 2021-2022 financial year. The Metro received a qualified opinion in the 2022-2023 financial year, marking a significant improvement. Rand West City local municipality, which received qualified opinions in the 2019-2020 and 2020-2021 financial years, saw an improvement in 2021-2022 with an unqualified audit outcome, which it has since maintained. In the period under review, Mfuleni local municipality obtained qualified outcomes in the first 2 years and an unqualified outcome with findings in the 2020-2021 financial year, and 2 consecutive qualified outcomes in the succeeding financial years. Mirafong, over the last 5 years, have received consistently a negative audit opinion, going from a very positive audit opinion, namely an unqualified audit opinion, to disclaimer opinion, mainly due to problems with its financial management systems, management of the audit process, availing audit information in time, and management instability, which now seems to have been addressed. Mogale City also went from a very positive audit opinion, namely an unqualified opinion, to that of a qualified audit opinion, mainly due to challenges audit findings in property, plant, and equipment audit findings. This has also received major attention with the introduction of interim financial statements for the 2023-2024 audit, which addresses these findings prior to the new audit of 2023-2024. The city of Ekurhuleni, which received an unqualified outcome with findings in the first year under review, and 3 consecutive clean audits, subsequently received an unqualified outcome with findings in the 2022-2023 financial year, and this marks a regression. The number of Gauteng municipalities that submitted credible financial statements for auditing increased by 5%, from 33% to 38%. This improvement is attributed to intensified reviews by senior management, internal audit committees, audit committees, and the audit units, and the Gauteng Provincial Treasury, the Gauteng Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, and the South African Local Government Association. It should be noted that 2023 was the first time that sector departments combined efforts to strengthen the review process. This initiative, coupled with the production of interim financial statements, is aimed at improving the quality of reporting by municipalities, resulting in financial statements free from material misstatements and/or omissions. The quality of submitted performance reports improved from 50% to 54%. Commendably, residents were engaged during the public participation sessions in setting priorities. However, In some instances, the related performance targets were then either revised or not prioritized, resulting in communities not receiving the desired services. Targets not being achieved further affected the adequacy of basic services delivered to communities. In response to our previous year's call to action, the metros, including the National Treasury's common performance indicators in their performance reports. However, greater agency is required from accounting officers, mayors, and members of mayoral committees to address service delivery challenges. Internal units and audit committees should intensify their quarterly assessments of performance information. Council oversight committees should hold executive leadership accountable for the implementation of service delivery plans. Compliance with legislation is not only improving and remains a stumbling block, rather, compliance with legislation is not improving and remains a stumbling block towards good governance, as most municipalities still did not comply with procurement legislation. Most common findings identified by the AG relates to 1. Expenditure management, 2. Unauthorized, irregular, fruitless, and wasteful expenditure, 3. Procurement and contract management, 4. Material misstatements or limitation in submission of annual financial statements, and 5. Consequence management. Some progress was made where municipalities investigated unauthorized, irregular, and fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Additionally, disciplinary boards were established to deal with the cases of financial misconduct. We call upon the speakers of councils, municipal public accounts committees, and other council committees to instill a culture of good governance by promptly investigating instances of unauthorized, irregular, and wasteful expenditure, and by ensuring that the disciplinary boards are functioning and are efficient. In aid of credible annual financial statements, the Gauteng Provincial Treasury has embarked on operational plans, support, and monitoring activities. These include activities to improve the financial reporting control environment. On a quarterly basis, the team responsible assesses whether municipalities comply with the Municipal Finance Management Act, and these assessments report identify opportunities for improvement within the financial reporting control environment. The Gauteng Provincial Treasury assesses if municipalities are performing their key controls testing, while also assessing whether municipalities are implementing action plans developed in response to the outcomes of the previous year's audit process. These plans are a requirement in terms of the Section 131 of the Municipal Finance Management Act. On a quarterly basis, the team also assesses the functionality of governance structures, internal audit activities, and audit committees. The functionality of governance structures supports municipalities in achieving their own targets through systematic processes that identify and manages risks associated with municipalities' objectives. Beyond the standard support given to municipalities, the Gauteng Provincial Treasury has also introduced new initiatives to improve the credibility of the annual financial statements. We have introduced the annual financial statement accelerator program, which requires municipalities to produce interim financial statements. The initiative was well received. Most of our municipalities took up the challenge to produce these interim financial statements. We are working on onboarding other municipalities to do the same. These interim financial statements were reviewed by the Gauteng Provincial Government Annual Financial Statement Review Team with the aim of identifying opportunities to improve municipalities' audit outcomes. Another initiative explored was the introduction of the audit preparation workshop, where the roles of municipal managers, chief financial officers, audit committee chairpersons, and chief audit executives were highlighted for the current audit process. The workshop was organized in conjunction with the AG, Provincial COGTA, and SALGA. The idea is to create a culture shift where annual financial statement preparation is viewed as a year-long process informed by daily, weekly, and monthly disciplines. As part of our effort to assist local government in attaining preferred audit outcomes, Gauteng Provincial Government, led by Treasury, embarks on a technical annual financial reviews before submissions to the AG for audit process. These reviews have been intensified in the current year to include testing at the source document level for high-risk areas. All our concerns during the reviews have been rectified before the submissions to the AG. We are pleased that all our municipalities have managed to submit their draft annual financial statements by the 31st August 2024 as legislated. During the audit, we will continue with our technical support to local government by providing technical astuteness during the audits. We will identify if there are any matters for consistency application. We will escalate any technical disagreements to the accounting standard boards and National Treasury, Office of the Accountant General. And in conclusion, as the Gauteng Provincial Government, we believe that while some audit outcomes of municipalities in the province are not ideal, there is room for improvement. We intend to continue to work together with Office of the Auditor General of South Africa, the Gauteng COGTA and SALGA, as well as our municipalities, to foster a culture of an accountability ecosystem and proactively monitor performance. Ultimately, our objective is to provide support to improve our municipalities' audit opinions, which has a direct impact on service delivery. Stronger fiscal controls will not only improve governance, but they will also allow for more resources to be directed towards critical areas of service delivery, ensuring that we build better and more resilient communities. Thank you very much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. We can now take questions.
Thank you very much, MEC, for the comprehensive statement. Colleagues, let's now open for the questions. I'll start on my left-hand side. We'll start on this side, and then we'll come this side. We can start.
Media house and the name. In the media house. In the media house.
Media house, and then we can start.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Mudiba from the Inside Factor. Just 3 questions for the MEC. In June this year, SALGA awarded Ecolin with 2 awards. I think it was for excellent governance. And I've heard you say that there's a regression in terms.
All right, live visuals there coming out of the Gauteng Legislature, which typically sits in Johannesburg. Lebogang Maile, the finance MEC, MEC, I beg your pardon, laying out essentially their plans to try and ensure there are better audit outcomes for municipalities, especially in the province. You might remember when the Auditor General spoke a few weeks ago, Cape Town was highlighted as the only metro in the country with a clean audit. We know Gauteng has 3 metros itself, and obviously none of them have been able to reach that threshold. Lebogang Maile spoke of an operational plan of activities that will now begin to ensure that they're able to keep up with the requirements of the Auditor General's office. He says that they'll be requiring quarterly reports from some of the officials who are involved. He's admitted that there is currently no sense of urgency from officials to respond to service delivery plans, and in some ways that leads to essentially the lived experience of many people throughout the province who feel that the money, frankly, they're paying in the form of taxes does not translate in the kind of services they're able to receive.